A momentous event unfolded as some of the most influential figures gathered for the launch of the Professional Association of Nyanza, Pany women in Kisumu County. The guest lists like Who's Who, featuring the Ambassador of US to Kenya, Meg Whitman, the High Commissioner of India to Kenya, Ms. Hampa, and Cabinet Secretaries Susan Nakhumicha and Florence Bore, among others. Notably present were Ms. Harriet Chegai, the President's Advisor on Gender Affairs, and Gladys Bose, the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly. This occasion marked the rallying of ambitious professional women from Nyanza, uniting them in a powerful mission to drive economic development and usher in a new era of prosperity for the region. Cabinet Secretary Eliud Owalo, also the Pany women patron, issued a resounding call to action, urging these elite women to lead the way, mentor, and empower others to create a sustainable economic future for Nyanza.
As the Cabinet Secretary for ICT within the Kenya Kwanza government under the leadership and guidance of His Excellency the President, I urge you to familiarize yourselves thoroughly with the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, just as Harriet had espoused earlier on, and to align to our own agendas with your own agenda, whose principal champion is none other than His Excellency the President. Our bottom-up economic transformation agenda is the capsule of the Kenya Kwanza Government Development Plan, and it is founded on 5 pillars, and that includes agriculture, universal health care, affordable housing, small and medium enterprises, and of course the digital superhighway which have been tasked by His Excellency the President with operationalism. Alignment to this platform, ladies and gentlemen, is imperative because it will help you to liberate on the resources within government. Just like in anything else that you are doing, you have to align with the global development agenda as is enshrined in the Sustainable Development Goals. At continental level, we need to align to the Africa Union's Agenda 2063, regionally to the East African Community's Vision 2050, and of course locally to our own Kenya Vision 2030 and the plan, which is now the policy framework on which everything else we are doing in this government is anchored. The potential outlined to us points to the need for cooperatives through which much of the opportunities can be tapped. We are better off working together and very weak working alone. That is the denominator. And as women professionals and leaders, members of PAN are well suited for purposes of reaching out to the women from the region and leading them in forming cooperative savings and credit society. That is a critical success factor for the woman moving forward. We must constitute ourselves into visible, tangible, cooperative society so that we leverage on economies of scale to be able to exploit the full potential that is available within our operational environment.
So today we unpack our theme, which is investing in sustainable development for future generations through socioeconomic development, of which we recognize that Nyanza region is key. Given the development indicators as we see it, and of course mentoring the next generation of women leaders for sustainable development. So we span the 5 SDGs to ensure that our women, our girls, and our youth reach their fullest potential. We recognize, of course, the contribution of women in various spaces, one as beneficiaries of interventions, but also as those who bear the greatest brunt in the face of any challenges that face us. So we have a development-oriented agenda that now has been officially unveiled. And one of the things we want to do, again, primarily, is to expand financial inclusion opportunities for our women, tapping into the opportunities existing within the Kenya Kwanza government, as well as reaching out to other potential stakeholders within the development space, faith sector, as well as private sector. Basically, we are giving back. As professional women, we want to face home, go back home, and build home. We also want to support the education space, our children who probably need help to complete their education. We want to reconsider maternal child health, sexual reproductive health and rights for our women, but more importantly for our young women. The youth or boy child, so to speak, is not left behind. We are the ones who give forth to both girls and boys. So any other person out there who needs our help, to the extent that will be possible, will be able to reach. And also, we will have interventions around climate smart agriculture, tapping into our vast potential of the blue economy. We will also expand on the climate change global conversations and do what we can, whenever we can it, however we can it. We can do it at the grassroots level. So our logo of Pany women is literally a pany. You know, it's a mortar and pestle. But that's symbolic to us because we are bringing together to bring forth. We are concocting all ideas into one place, tailoring them to suit the unique needs of our region and also of our people, and then giving back.
And, when a parent educates a child, they expect something in return. And most of the time, we have gone to Nairobi and also went to other places and never came back. But I think this is the time that we have decided as the women of Nyanza, not that this is the only time it has been done. I remember there was Nyanza Economic Team that happened in 2007. And I think every time we have had election cycles, we come up. But this one, I think we are going to be very serious to make sure that the results are seen. When you send your children out, you expect them to come, but they must come loaded. We are loaded behind here, and we are not the only ones. There are several of us, different professions. We must come back home, not only with our profession, but anything else that we can add. From today, you will see a lot of connection that we are getting from other international communities, bringing them, us together to make sure that we do some development in the Nyanza region.